guys, welcome to today's video. Make sure you visit podcastformarketers.com for more information. Over there, I have a really kick-ass course on how you can make at least a few grand a month on simple reoccurring revenue, right? And that's called Freedom Funnels. And make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm put out videos every day, so you don't want to miss what I put up, because I put out some pretty kick-ass content. And man, I always want you guys to comment below, man. I absolutely love all the comments you guys bring. Let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions, I'm always in the comment section. I really love the community. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, so today we're talking about solo ads and where can you buy solo ads that actually work? All right, so I know that there's a lot of sites and there's a lot of shit on Facebook, man. I'm going to tell you right now, don't buy shit from Facebook. I've done it. I've done everything that I'm telling you to do right now. And Udemy.com is another one that has cheap solos or whatever, right? But I wanted to talk to you about solos in general. If you don't know what solos are, they're like email recommendations, right? And so what they do is they send out, someone with a big email list will send out an ad or an actual like email saying, check out this person's shit. Some of them actually have like an ad you can put in the newsletter. It just depends on what you're going to do. But anyways, it basically works out like and a recommendation, right? So, if you're this person and you want to check, want this here, go check out this person for that thing. Okay. And different people have different lists, obviously, for different reasons. So you can, if you're not in the internet marketing niche, I want to talk about where you can go for things, because internet marketing is kind of like saturated and people have been fed a lot of shit. And so they're really cynical people. Right. So most people are, but the internet marketing thing is kind of saturated. Right. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But let's get to the real shit first. So dedicated emails. Now here you're going to have to spend $1,000 to $2,000. Right. They prefer you spend a lot of money. I've seen interviews with this dude that he did like Russell Brunson. He's like, I don't want, you got to spend at least $3,000, $2,000. Don't come in with me any chump change. So you got to spend some money, but you're going to get results. They're in health, politics, finance, and outdoors. Sell camping equipment, outdoor equipment, doomsday prepper stuff. Survival niche, go here. Health, men and women that are over 45 and living in the United States of America, and they're getting emails about men's health or women's health. So if you've got supplements, age-defying shit like, anti-wrinkle cream or heart pills or nervous shit or, just anything like that. Anything to defy age, you can get that. Politics, right? So alternative news, super far people, to the right, super far people to the left or whatever. And those are the people that actually buy shit, right? And then finance, people who want stock tips, cryptocurrency, Bitcoins and shit like that, right? This is where you would go to buy a list from these people, right? Now, they do have someone that they recommend. These dedicated email dudes are like the best in the business. Everybody knows about them. I can't think of the guy's name right now, but if you email them and say, hey, I'm in the internet marketing business, you can go to these guys. And I emailed these guys and they were like, listen, you just need to make like a business in a box. So, everything kind of all encompassing, anything that's kind of like these internet, like, pyramid schemes, and it works really well. So I kind of passed on them. So the next thing is the Arcamax. Now, with Arcamax, you can see, guns right here on the front cover, right? They kind of have a general interest, but you can see where they're going. Now, if you want to advertise with them, usually you go down at the bottom of the page, and you'll see how to get to their advertising down here, okay? And they have like a newsletter directory. So if you click down at the newsletter directory, you're going to see that there's a general interest about anything. You see they got Beyonce shit on the front page. So they have a general interest about a little bit of everything: entertainment, business, health and spirits, home and leisure. So if you have a product that's already doing well that you want to get to, this general interest, then Arcamax is the way to go. All right, so now this is Newsmax, and these are your super, Trump supporters, conservative males, older males. They're somewhere in the area of, I think 45, 50. And here's another: age defiance, heart pills, hair rejuvenation. Just kind of like wrinkle shit or whatever. Any kind of pills that you have for older guys, stuff for their nuts, colon cancer, just anything like that, man. Heart, like I said, heart pills or whatever. This is the place that you would go to. The one thing I'll tell you is that liberals don't spend any money, right? Conservative guys are the ones that spend the money. They've done tests on it, and you might not want to sell to these guys because you're a liberal, but it doesn't matter. These are the guys that spend the money. Getting on the Newsmax newsletter, you see they have TV, health, finance, or whatever is a good thing to do. So these are the big boys. These are places where, like the Udimis and shit, man. It seems like to me like I've seen them buying. It's kind of incestuous. This is a word that Clayton Makepeace uses a lot lately. It's kind of incestuous. Like you'll see guys buying solos from another solo dude, and you don't know where they got them from. And they all say, well, we get our solos from, Google AdWords and blah, blah, blah. And I don't fucking believe them. We get ours from Bing or, from Facebook. Well, I can tell you now that, leads for this type of thing would probably cost anywhere between 60 and $1.50 a lead, right? So I'm not believing them, I just don't, right? And they're selling it for like 33 cents or whatever. They just been regurgitated and they hit their list, bang, in their small list. So you might think a list of 200,000 is big, but it's not. You want a list of 2 million people, where these people actually just chunk out a small piece of their list and hit it, and they don't hit the list every day with the same shit. So these are the people that I suggest. The Udimis and all that stuff, that's to get you started. You can learn how solos work. You can know how to deal with them. You can buy a tracker. Just go get Click Magic or whatever. Get that tracker. I'll put the link below for you. Go get the tracker from Click Magic and learn how solos work. But when you're ready to really find out if your product is going to convert, this is the best way to do it, right? And you can sell anything. This is what I love about solo ads, okay? You don't have to worry about fucking compliance. You can sell whatever the fuck you want to sell. You can sell heart pills. You can send them to a fucking page with pop-ups and the back button is populated with shit and pop-up traffic or whatever you want. You can send them to whatever you want to. And sell them whatever you want to, and you can make all the claims that you want to. You can put before and after weight loss pictures, and this is before he used the pill and he didn't have any hair. This is after and he's got a hair full of hair. He looks like Gene Simmons now or whatever. So you are Bon Jovi. You can do whatever you want to do with solo ads, and this is why they're so cool. And you get an immediate reaction. So if you have a good product and you're getting sales, at least front end sales off the rip, and then you do your follow-ups, you'll find out immediately if your product is any good, because these people are either going to purchase or they're not. Okay, so you'll know if your sales copy sucks, if they go all the way to if they end up going all the way to your cart, and you can still track them, right? You use your tracker and track them to see if they go all the way to the cart and they don't purchase, then you know that your shipping is too high or your price is too high or whatever. If they just don't even opt into your list, then your fucking headline in the start doesn't fucking work well. So these are all really good indications really fast before you go any further. And solos are really, fairly cheap. Now, this one is pretty cool. This one is called Nextmark, right? And this is where all of these guys go get their list from, right? So you can kind of find your own list. And here is all markets, consumer, business to business, postal mail, phone numbers, or whatever. So I did a quick search for health in consumer and email, right? And this is list.nextmark.com. I'll leave all the shit in the subscription, guys, in the description, so you can go click all this stuff. So I did a quick search for this health, and you see here, here was women's health and email news alerts, which that kind of like perked my ears up, like, okay. And then I looked at the price at $12 per mil. So that's $12 for every 1,000 people that you email, right? So let's just say you wanted to email, what is that? 5,000 people. That's $600, right? Is that right? Is that math right? Somebody do that math. Is that math right? Let me make sure I get my math right, guys. Hold on one second while I do the math. You guys are over there. doing the math for me, but I just want to make sure. So 5 times 12 is 60, right? That's it. That's $600, right? Yeah. So it'd be $60, wouldn't it? That's 600, right? Yeah. So yeah, $60. So you know you can email 5,000 people, and then you have to do your math. Okay, so only depending on how good your subject line is and how good your actual copy is, you know that you're only going to get let's say an 8% open rate. And let's say, so you only emailed 5,000 people, do the 8% on that, and you know you're going to have like a 2 to a 3% click-through, so do your math on that, and then you know you're only going to have a 50% opt-in rate. So do your fucking math, right? I'm not going to do all that math right now, right? But do your math, and if you need to email more people, email more people. But this is a really good list, actually, with, you know, $12 per 1,000 people. You spend $60, they email 5,000 people. Let's just say you spend 120, they email 10,000 people. That'll give you some real numbers right there. So that means that 10,000 people that they emailed, 800. You'd probably get, let's just say 1,000 people to actually open the emails, and then 300 to click through, and then 150 to actually look at your offer. And out of those 150 people, it depends on your fucking conversion rate at that point. So if you're looking at a 5% conversion rate, do the math. If you're looking at 3%, this is totally cold traffic. So it's going to really make you write some good fucking copy, right? So I went here to look at who's in this email list, and here they'll tell you. So there's 156,000 total exclusive emails at $12 per 1,000. All right, and then here it is. Readers are interested in pregnancy and childbirth, menopause, the prevention of breast cancer, pap smears, infertility, bladder care, cosmetic surgery, and skin care. This is a big one. Nutri-Skin Care is huge, right? And so they regularly turn to newsmaxhealth.com and newsmax.com. Remember I told you this is where these guys, and this was a total accident, but this is where these guys actually buy their list, okay? And they're going for medical studies, breakthrough cures, nutrition, conventional and integrative medicine, blah, 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 women's health. They're affluent people, 41% with $500,000 in net worth. You know, who knows? But they're information-seeking consumers who respond well to health, pharmaceutical, vitamin supplements, diet, fitness, and other shit. This is where you want to start, right? And they go to WebMD. They go to newsmaxhealth.com. Now, if you want to get really slick with this, guys, I'll tell you, going to these people are cool. And once you find out that this audience is responding to you, the next thing you need to do is go do your research and find out what other websites are they hitting besides these websites. Like, is there some like off-brand website that we've never heard of, but then she's a writer and she has tons of traffic of these type of people and she has her own list of 40,000 people? That's your gold. So what you want to do is you want to test out your solo ads with this type of list and then go from there to say, let me go out. And that's where the money is. Go out and find a website that hasn't been bombarded with everybody else doing fucking ads, right? And let me go out and find this person who has their own list, who they don't hit every day, and let me give them my new revolutionary shit that I have, okay? So the last one I'm going to show you is BMI Elite. And these people do not have conversion-based email list. This is just a big-ass email list of all, let's say, for instance, any subject you wanted, but let's just say it would be all real estate agents, and it's just a huge list of real estate agents, but there's no conversion factor there. They don't know if these people have ever purchased. They don't know shit. They just have they've opted in, and they have their email, right? So this is a good place to go when if you already have a good converting offer, right? So you don't want to go testing at this place. You want to have an offer that's already converting. Like for a couple of these places, you want to have offers that are already converting that you know are doing really well. And the average real estate agent, you know, you already getting from cold traffic a 3%, from a real estate agent, let's just say as an example, 3% conversion rate from cold real estate agents. All right, so if I go here and I get in this list of, 12 million real estate agents or whatever, then that means I'll get a 3% conversion. How much is it going to cost me? You can do your marketing math, okay? So that's BMI Elite. So let's just go over this one more time before I let you guys loose. Dedicated emails, probably number 2 on this list, right? I would say Arcamax is my number 1 place to go for general shit. Dedicated emails, pretty good. Now you can see that Ryan Dice uses them, right? And Stansberry Research, huge, okay? So this is Ryan Dice right here. This is Stansberry Research, and this Paleo Burn is huge too, but these 2 right here, I know for a fact, and this one is huge. This is big boy shit. And you want to go for anything here if you're not into the internet marketing niche, okay? And here's not so much conservative. This is general information. If you already have a converting offer here, you got a 3% offer that's converting with just kind of general interest or whatever, go here. Newsmax, old guys, conservative, Donald Trump type dudes they're going through midlife crisis, right? They're worried about their heart. They're worried about, clogged up arteries. They're worried about their colon cancer. They're worried about their hair growing back in, all of these type of things. Over 45, super conservative. You could talk super shit about the Dems, talk super shit about Obama, and then talk about your, what their product would do for them, what your product can do for them. And that's Newsmax. And then this mailing list finder is pretty much where everybody goes to get their list. And you can kind of go do your own search. You see there's 60,000 mailing lists here. And one thing I like about this is they do give you the prices so you can kind of figure out. See, this is alternative health and email news alerts right here. And this is the same 12 per mil, 234,000 people. And so, alternative health is supplements and anything that besides what the doctor, non-drug shit, wacko kind of stuff that, people just are into, right? So even if you just had a small ebook on natural health remedies that you got from your grandmother who was a 66, she lived for let's say 120 years, and she was an Indian, and some old Indian, and she passed it down through generations, and you have the only cookbook left. Learn how to live to 120 years old using totally natural remedies that you can find in your backyard. Boom. There's an ad. Go to that list. Go searching to find different things and just kind of go through here and search your ass off, guys. And then what's really cool is you can go here and find out where these people normally visit, and then go to WebMD. Huge resource right there. Find out what these people are talking about. Go to the chat rooms. Go to the message boards. Go find out where else they're hanging out at. Go find another website that's not on this list and talk to them, approach them and say, hey, man, I'd like to see if we can get this is the product I have, and I'd like to see if we can do some business together. Will you give me a spot on your email list? That's where the real gold is. So do your homework, start here, and move on. This list right here, simple, broad, non-converting list, kind of like, think about this like being the white pages. Just a list of, a bunch of people. We don't know if they convert or not, but at least you have a point of contact. And this right here, if I were to do this, if I already had a super converting ad, or if I was just trying to make aware of my product, do some brand recognition, and a super free something that I know that real estate agents want, like whatever, like maybe like a free, what do they call it? Staging. Get a free staging when you opt into our newsletter. That staging shit is huge. It's like 30 grand or some shit, right? Nobody could fucking, get those people that are interested in staging into your list and then sell them some other shit or whatever. So there you go, guys. What solo ads to buy, where to buy them, and how to make them work. Coffee break.